Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a lovely Monday, and yes, I am stuck in the corner of the studio while my shop is still being built, because once it's built I can move some stuff out, and then of course we can get to making more things and making everything look a little bit more beautiful rather than this kind of corner that you're getting a photo of me right now. But anyway, today what we're going to be doing is something really fun, something a little bit Christmassy, because we all know that Christmas is coming up. I think it's roughly 7 weeks away. I know that is terrifying for anybody that has not started making some gifts or purchasing all your gifts yet. But anyway, look, I'm going to pop the camera around. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm doing, and of course I'm going to show you how I'm doing it so that maybe you can make something similar to this for yourself. So let's get going. So here on my table you can see all of these gorgeous things I've made, and I'll just give you a close-up. So some of them are tiny little gingerbread and so on. Now some of them I've already started cutting the little hole in their head, so they've had a little drill, and then these can hang from the Christmas tree, or you can hang these from a gift as well. So now these are made out of hydrostone, which is a product that I use to make my candle jars. They go super duper hot, hard in time. So, you know, you just need to leave them and give them some time. And I'll show you these. I mean, look, how darling is this little one here? So there's a tiny bubble one as well. And these are really cute because you can sort of hang them, you know, from a gift or something. These tiny ones I got from a company called Stud Off in Australia. I did buy them about a year ago. So just check out whether they have them or not. And then these ones here and many of these other designs, these actually came from a mold I got from TK Maxx. So basically I've already made these just exactly the same as you make the candles. I've told you all how to make those in many videos, but basically it's just 1 part water and 3 parts hydrostone. So that's as clear as it is and super duper easy to make. But anyway, like I said, I've done that. So after you do that, then basically you need to sand the back to make sure they're nice and flat so there's no sharp bits. And then this is another one. So basically when I make my candles, or my candle jars I should say, if there's anything left, I just pour it into the mold and I set it aside. You could do this even a year in advance. You could do this whenever you wanted and just save them all up for Christmas time as well. So some of them, like this one, do need to have a little hole done in it. So you can do the hole after we glaze them, or you can do it before. Now, the one thing I will tell you, when I first started making them, I made them really wide, and if they're wide, that means they're more heavy. So ones like this, I'm going to just keep this, so they're just going to literally sit like this onto a counter, or sit like this onto a counter. So those ones are not going to be for a tree, but ones like this that are much thinner, which, you know, I'd say 1 centimeter or less, they are perfect for the tree. Now once we've made them and done everything else, you can actually even paint them. So I do actually have just a little paintbrush here, so let's just pop this in here and I'll show you what I'm going to do. And in the mold, when you're making them, if you actually just put some glitter in, can you see the glitter? I poured the glitter into it, or I'll show you another way as well as we're going along. Now the reason I decided to do this video, everybody, is I actually went to my local shopping centre, which is Chadstone Shopping Centre in Melbourne. It's a very big shopping centre, and I thought, look, and I went with my daughter Pearl, and I said to her, let's just film the shopping centre so people can see what it looks like in Australia. And also I thought, look, let's just film some Christmas sort of festive things in there too. So we did that, and I'm going to pop that on the end of this video, and I know you're going to love it. So please check that out. And the company that was so lovely and let me film inside their beautiful store, I'll actually put all the links for that company down as well. I think it's called Holly and Ivy, but anyway, I will put all of the things down below. And their display was stunning, all pink, which is definitely up my alley, and pink is in for this year, my friends. So now in here also I just have some acrylic paint and a little bit of water. So I've just dipped the brush into the water, and then I'm just literally going to just, you know, go along the edge. I mean, it's a tiny little brush, so it's just basically along the edge. And this is how we can actually make everything gorgeous. So here I do have this little Christmas tree, for instance, and it does have little dots on the tree. So I just thought, look, it would look really cute if we just literally coloured the dots. I would not be painting the whole thing because that would just take you forever, but literally painting some green dots on this I think is going to make it just stand out, you know, a little bit more. And basically I will let this one, you know, sort of dry a little bit before I glaze it. And so I thought, look, we'll just do this one first. So we'll do one little demo. I've almost finished because I only had a few little dots on it, and it just kind of made it come to life a little bit just with a few dots. But you don't have to do that at all, everybody. Definitely not. You can just do whatever you like. And like I said, there's a couple different ones. I've done a terrazzo one, some white ones. You could even sell these in kits for people to paint. So if you've got some kids or friends, or they have children, they would probably love painting these and putting them on the tree. So it's a really sweet idea. There's even ones like this. Now this snowman, as much as I loved him, and I really did love him, I loved this snowman, where his hat kind of dipped down, so I had to make him much wider than some of the other ones. So that was a bit annoying, but and like I said, you don't need to do this at all. But I did also have a few little gingerbread men, and I made them in different colours because that was sort of fun, I thought. And as I said, and then basically once I glaze them, we let them sit here. Then all we're going to do is just thread a ribbon through its face. And you don't have to do that, but that's just what I decided to do. I thought, look, that would be a bit fun. And there's a little gingerbread, isn't he cute? So anyway, we'll let those ones sit aside, and I just want to show you what else you can do. So inside here I have some glaze. Now this is called Castmanite Sealer. It is gloss, and I'll leave the links where you can actually buy this, where I actually got it from in Australia. So, but you know, you can use lots of sealants because this, we're not going to put heat to this like a candle. So you could use so many. You could even use Mod Podge, which is just a sealant as well. You don't need to use anything super exciting. So now I've just got a tiny bit in here, and what I've also got inside this container, which I've had this for 1.5 years from a company called Heirloom, and we've just got some beautiful biodegradable glitter. And basically I'm just going to pour a little bit in here. So let's just pour a tiny bit in here. And the reason I'm doing this is because then I can literally just mix it in, and then when I actually paint it, it's already got the glitter on here. So these ones, like I said, the ones that I've already sanded the back of them, because some of them I haven't finished sanding them. So like that one there is not done. Let me find some that are, because I know I've done lots of them. So these ones here I have sealed. So literally all I'm going to do, and you don't have to seal it, but remember hydrostone is porous, so it means it will stain if somebody touches it and it's not sealed. And then all we're going to do is just seal the end, and then I'm just going to put it on the bench to let it just you know, dry and whatever else. And then it's going to have that sparkle on it. If you want lots of sparkle, just put more sparkle inside your sealant, and then that's basically it. So then we're going to pop that aside, and I am definitely promising that I will bring everyone back when all this is sealed, of course, and then, you know, I'll show you how I'm going to put the ribbon in. And a lot of people are asking me, how did I drill them? Because I did have these on Instagram. My husband has just a normal drill, and then he's got the tiniest drill bit. So you need to put this, make sure you sit this on something soft, or a piece of like pine or something like that, and then just drill into it very slowly and carefully. Don't go too fast, because if you go too fast, then you'll get upset if you crack it. And I've not, actually no, I cracked one out of probably 60 that I've made. And when I have my shop up and going, I'm thinking I'm probably going to sell these in the shop. I don't know how much for yet, maybe $6 or $5 or maybe $5, something like that. And they're just a little bit of fun. So if you have a shop, it is a really great product just to, you know, you've got something else. If you can see, it's a little bit glossy. So yeah, so basically this is what I've done, and I just thought, you know, Christmas is coming up. Maybe everybody might want to find something cute. So if you have children, kids would love to do this at home. Maybe it's something you can make at home. You could also make this out of clay, just so many other things. But hydrostone's very tough. That's the only reason that I thought hydrostone was pretty good. And when I, you know, was mixing my candle things and I had some extra left over, I thought, oh well, let's just go and you know, use this to make everything make it look gorgeous. You can give it more than one coat if you want. It's only a decoration, so I'm only going to give it one coat. But depending, I mean, obviously in Australia it's very hot. We don't have snow or anything here in Australia, so it's not going to get any water or anything like that on it. Our Christmas here is about 35 degrees Celsius, so very hot in Australia. So for anyone that doesn't know, we don't get snow where I am. I have not seen snow in several decades. Since I was probably in my early 20s, I haven't seen snow since that. So lots of people in Australia have never seen snow. For any of you in the US, I know that you do get snow over there. But as I said, I promise to bring you back to show you these. But isn't this a cute idea? So like I said, you could either make them so that they're going to hang on the tree or hang on a present, or you can also decide to make them, like I said before, you know, if you've got one like this, and it can just be sitting on your mantelpiece. So if you make them wider, it will be able to sit up on the mantelpiece. Now, remember we did this one before, so let's do a bit of a test. We will actually just go over it and see if I'm going to smear the paint. I don't think it is. And can you see it didn't smear it at all? So just let your acrylic paint just sit for a minute. So do use acrylic paint, not poster paint. And then it will just seep into the product. And like I said, and then this is the fun bit of painting it. And look, like I said, you could let your kids would love to paint this. Even if you think, oh, I can sell these at the market, get your kids to just paint it. It's only clear gloss. They can't make a mistake. You know, if you're kind of worried about them making a mistake, I wouldn't. They really can't. So yeah, anyway, isn't it a bit of fun? So I'm going to keep going making these, and I promise to bring you back, and then we will put the ribbons on them, and I'll show you how cute and just absolutely gorgeous they are going to be. And I know you're going to absolutely love them. Now, for anybody that has been watching me and has been saying, oh, I want to see your shop, because I've had lots and lots of people asking. The shop hopefully will be open the 1st of December. You know, obviously that's Aussie times, so if you're in the US, that means the 2nd. I promise as time goes on, I am going to show you a full walkthrough, and we will do lots of different videos in there as well. Doesn't he look cute? I know he's upside down, but that one's a bit gorgeous. So yeah, so I promise to show you all of those amazing fun things, you know, that I'm doing in the shop. So at the moment, all of the floor has been totally done because we had to build the floor up. We have built all of the walls. So basically the framing for the wall, all of that's been done. The framing for the new front opening, because remember it was a roller door. I had to take the roller door off. And then build a full new front, all the frameworks for the front. And when I say I built, obviously it wasn't me. I mean, I wouldn't know how to build anything like that. My husband did that. He's an engineer, and very lucky for me that he's on the sideline. He just loves making things and designing things. So luckily for me, he has made that. We've done it on a budget of about 5,000. I think if I had to get a builder in, it would probably be about 40,000-50,000. So, you know, if you know someone handy or you're handy, it's really worth it. So anyway, but that's what I've been doing. And I promise to show you more, but I am going to do a full video from the start to the end so everyone can easily see the process and, you know, what I've been up to with that. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to keep going with these, and I promise I will bring you back. I am back, everybody. I've had dinner. It is the evening, and I thought I'd come back just to show you how I'm going to tie these up. So I do have these beautiful like cording. It's like a nylon sort of satin look sort of cording, if you can kind of see that. So it's rounded, and these ones I just got from a discount store for maybe $5. I think it was actually less than that. Maybe it was $4 or something for all of these. So I'm going to undo the pink because, of course, you all know pink is my favorite. And we do have some of these, so they're all dry. And can you see the glistening one? This one's a little bit of a terrazzo, the bit of glistening. So all I'm going to do is just cut roughly that amount. There's no right or wrong. Now, usually what I would suggest is doubling it up and pulling it back through, but because we've got this, some of them may be a bit hard to get two pieces through, unless I put it on a bit of a sort of a needle thread. We may be able to wiggle them. I'll see. If we can wiggle them, I'll show you. No, we can't. I knew we wouldn't be able to. Anyway, so we're just going to wiggle one through. Now that I'm saying this, you know, I've wiggled that many through, and now that I'm doing this, I'm making it look difficult. Anyway, so basically, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm just going to tighten a knot at the top. Now, you can use sheer ribbon, but because these are, you know, it's a pottery type, some of them may be too heavy. So basically, that's pretty much what it's going to look like. But then, you know, if you kind of see it like this, we're going to pull it to the back, trim that off, and then it's going to hang on the tree just like so. So basically, that's all I'm going to do. You can tie a ribbon if you want around there to give it sort of a bow, if you want, but literally that's it. Don't they look really cute? Another thing that you can actually do as well, so if you've already made these and you haven't sealed the bottom, the bottom bit, you can actually paint this in some, you know, some beautiful fragrance, and it will keep the fragrance. So that's something you could do as well. I didn't do that because I just didn't want the oil on the bottom, and it's a bit hard to seal with the sealant I use with that. But anyway, don't they look really, really sweet? That's definitely what we're going to be doing with these ones. I have tried a sheer as well. I didn't like it. You could also put a bead through the middle here, like a little wooden bead. I might actually undo it and put some beads through it, because I do actually have some beads, and that would make it look really, really cute. And then you could sort of tie it in a bit of a knot. So I'm going to go and grab one of those beads so I can show you what that one's going to look like as well. I am back, everyone. So let's do this little one here. Now, I have these beads here. These are wooden beads. I bought these from AliExpress, so they're nothing super fantastic or anything. I mean, they're lovely beads, but like I said, they're not anything over the top fancy. And so obviously we've just threaded it through the same way. And then you can actually thread it through one of these. So we're going to put both of the strings back through this, and hopefully I can wiggle these through, because like I said, I don't have a special long needle to push them through, so I have to try and pray that they're going to both come through here, which may be a bit tricky. I know I'm doing it a bit. Now one's come through and I can't get this second one through, so I might have to actually join them. Sometimes if you put a little bit of sticky tape or something together, you'll be able to push two of them through at once. But like I said, I'm trying to make it look difficult, aren't I? Anyway, we got it through. So basically, if you just literally do that, so doesn't that look cute? So then it's got its little bead on the top. Then you can tie this in a knot here. So if we just go around and tie this in a knot, you kind of got to be a little bit strategic to push it down. And usually I would say, if you've got a green one, try and put a green ribbon on it or so on. But obviously I'm working with what I've got to show you what I'm doing at the moment. and this one's a bit more tricky because it does have a little peak on it. But anyway, that's what it's going to look like. Doesn't it look a little bit darling? And then they're going to hang from the tree. So you can do whatever you like. Like I said, it would look better if it was green, so I will take that off and find a green ribbon or something a little bit less bold coloured than this one. And then they're just going to look really, really sweet. And like I said, they're going to hang up into my shop. I might actually put some of these on some gifts for people for Christmas, but this is something a little bit fun, isn't it? Now, do remember, as I said at the end of this video, I've also added in a Christmas little video, so I'm going to do a little bit of a voiceover on the next bit, and you will see on the voiceover I take you through my local shopping centre and some beautiful Christmas decorations, which is just super gorgeous. So make sure you hang around for that just at the end of this video. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. We would love you to subscribe, so I know how many of you love my videos. A lot of videos do get watched now, and I try and get back to everybody. I do answer all of your questions, but some weeks I can get up to, you know, hundreds and hundreds of questions, but I promise you I will answer if I haven't, and I do try and answer pretty much straight away. But anyway, make sure you come and join us on Patreon. You can also join my Facebook group. My Facebook group is just all about Nelson Soapery, but you can feel free to ask questions and chat on that as well, but it is more just about my company. And of course, I will have new videos coming up, you know, about my shop. So anyway, let's get going and watch some amazing Christmas decorations on the end of this video. Now, here we are at my local shopping centre, everybody. This shopping centre is called Chadstone, and this is in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. So it's one of the largest ones we have in Australia. So it's super duper big. It's really beautiful, and this is going through the car park. So I've just come through the car park, and now this is just going through the food court. So this is just basically where you come in to eat, and then, you know, it will take you down several elevators, and of course then we can go into the local shopping centre. But I just think it is so beautiful. They have done a lot of work really trying to bring, you know, nature inside, because in Australia it's all about nature. Obviously here we spend a lot of time outside. So here we are, we're actually in the shopping centre now, and doesn't the roof and everything just look beautiful? I just think it's such a lovely shopping centre in here. Obviously I have to be a bit careful not to film people. I try really hard not to film anyone, so that's why the camera sometimes pivots off to the ground. But I knew that you would love to look at this. So my daughter Pearl is graduating from her last year at high school, so we're going to get a dress for her today. So that's why we're at the shopping centre. And now we've seen this most beautiful, absolutely beautiful Christmas decoration shop, and we just thought we have to come in here. Of course, it was right up my alley. They had a whole theme that was just pink, then they had a gold theme, they also had a red, and then they had a green theme. So it was really, really beautiful. Probably one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. I just really did think it was absolutely beautiful, and I knew that you would love to see this one as well. Now, this Christmas tree here is full of pretend candy and lollies and all of those kind of things, so I thought that was super cute. And of course I put all the red one in because I know lots of people love this. My favorite thing is the toy soldiers, of course.